It's puzzle time! Hanayama. Let's see if we can turn this the right way. Arrows puzzle. This was sent to me by BePuzzled, so huge thank you to them. This is a level 3 difficulty puzzle. I personally think some of the challenge of it is that the pieces aren't stabilized by each other, so they fall all around. That makes it a challenging puzzle. It's a good level. I like the level 3 puzzles because I was able to give this to my son and he practiced with it, played with it, and he was able to solve it. He's 13, and so he was able to solve it pretty well, pretty quickly. I thought he did a good job, and without getting too frustrated at it. And yet it's also fun for adults. It definitely has some subtlety to it, which I love, and it has that accuracy of pieces, like exact pieces that you'd come to expect from Hanayama. It's a quality product, and I do like it. So that's my review of it real quick. And now I'm going to show you how to solve this puzzle after we have our spoiler warning break. That piece that's stamped with arrows is a little bit different than the other pieces, and I'll show you here. I know the reflection's not amazingly helpful, but you'll see that the one stamped arrows on the top, the fletching on the back is off. It doesn't match up exactly across. On all of the other pieces, the fletching does line up straight across there. So this piece, that slight difference there, this one being slightly smaller, is what gives us the space to actually get that piece out first, and then we move forward from there. So here's the solution. What I want to do is get, first off, the arrow piece to be not on the top of this pile. We want it to be in the middle. So I'm going to switch those two around so that now the piece stamped arrow is the second one down. Now, yeah, that's good. The heart is in this orientation. I'm going to take this piece here on the very bottom and move that out of the way. I'm going to pull these two up and turn them sideways. See that? So now I've got this one piece down at the bottom, and my goal now is to get this piece sideways as well. So I have 3 of them in this, again, twisted in this direction. And when I have them like that, I want the arrows piece to be in the middle. So I'm going to bring this one over to this side. And this is a little bit tricky. It takes a little bit of practice to get it over there, and doing it while holding the other pieces is, I think, the hardest part about this puzzle, because the pieces don't really hold still very well at all. So I've got, and getting the 2 middle ones to turn is easy. It's just like that. You just drop the heads down there. But getting this 3rd one to turn, it has to go into the center and turn kind of like that. There we go. So now you'll see I have these 3 middle pieces all in the center. The one in the middle is the one stamped arrows, and then on the bottom of the heart, that's the best way to show it there, I'll have this one. And that is how you're going to get it to solve. And what I'm going to do is slide this piece all the way one way or another, and then I take the middle piece, the one that's stamped arrows, and I'm going to pull it out. Oh no. And it's just barely going to fit. Okay, so again, I've got the 3 pieces there, this piece, and I'm going to turn this one, and it will slide out. And none of the other ones will, because they'll get stuck if you try and pull them out. Now, From here, you also have to take those 3 now and get them set. You can hear my children playing upstairs. School is out. So I want these ones to be this direction. So even with that first piece, the arrow stamp piece out, this can be challenging as well, because you still have to get all 3 of them turned within the middle space there. The best way to do that is to drop it down like that, and then turn it on a slight angle like that, and you'll be able to bring them together. But it's kind of a pain to do that, again, while watching it on a video, but hopefully you could see that. So now the middle piece again is going to pull out, and after that, when you've got just 2 pieces, they'll both pull out. Nice and easy. And that is the solution. When putting back together the Hanayama arrows puzzle, you want to take the Hanayama or the arrows piece, put it off to the side, and then we're going to put the other 3 pieces through the center first. To do that, I recommend putting them in fletching side first. Of course, if you try just one, it'll fall through. But you'll put the first one in and push it to the side like that. You'll put the second piece through the center. And now you've got this situation. What I like to do here is to spread those 2 pieces apart like that, and then the third piece will slide straight between them, right back into the middle. You can see that right there. Now the next step is that I'm going to take one of these 3 pieces and move it down to the bottom, and then I'm going to put this piece in, and when it goes through, it has to go in at kind of at that angle. So this step becomes a little bit finicky because I have to take one of these arrows out, and they're not going to stay together very well. They're going to want to shift all over the place. Oh my goodness, they sort of didn't. Well, that was nice. All right, so you can see that I've got one along the bottom, twisted sideways, and then I've got these 2 in the middle. So the final step here is that I'm going to separate these 2 arrows, make room. You know what? Actually, I have to do it this way. I have to separate these 2 arrows. They're getting crossed. And everything falls apart. Come on! There we go. And make room for this one to fit in there. Again, I recommend you go fletching first, and you're going to just slide it in the same way that it came out of there. Oh, I've got it upside down. With the slightly shorter end first, you slide it in to there, and then twist it down, and it's going to fit right in the middle of those 2. And now, to get it back to its original setting, you can just move the pieces kind of around, and they'll naturally fall into being in this state, just like it started out. So there we have it. Again, the biggest challenge for this is probably how easily the pieces move and trying to keep them straight as you're moving through that. I hope that that solution was helpful for you. This is a fun puzzle to manipulate and just make into cool patterns. I really do like that. And if you're giving this to someone for Happy Valentine's Day, I hope it works out for you. And have a wonderful day.